Over the last couple of years, we've seen IT budgets and resources be quite constrained in organisations, although business demand is growing quite dramatically. And we're seeing now a gap between what IT actually can provide and what the business is demanding. And organisations are realising this gap are starting to look for solutions to be able to close that gap. Logicalis has developed a series of cloud offerings to solve particular business issues, with one of them being the virtual private data centre.
Do you currently have a primary data centre? Do you run a data centre? If the answer is yes, are you getting pressure to start a second data centre because you have to, for either performance reasons, disaster recovery reasons, or geographic regions? You may have a new office opening and you need close connectivity for that set of end users. Don't start up a new data centre, start up a virtual private data centre. It's so simple. You just connect to it, you create your virtual machines, off you go. Because a lot of the facilities are there that are in real data centres, physical data centres, you'll find that there's an easy mapping from your physical data centre into your virtual private data centre.
Just like a physical private data centre, the virtual private data centre has similar key features. Firstly, you need an internet service and then a security layer, or firewall. On the firewall, we can create security zones, or commonly known as DMZs. Here we can host applications that require an internet presence, protected by the enterprise-grade firewall. The firewall is configured to control exactly what can be shared from the DMZ with the rest of the internet. Logicalis virtual private data center customers have full control over how their data centers are configured through the Envisage platform interface. For example, customers can easily create and connect data center networks using a web interface. The network topology can be fully customized to the customer's requirements. How do we handle disaster recovery? With a Logicalis approach, you are allocated 2 physically diverse virtual private data centers. You can mirror their capabilities, including both networking and virtual machines. Virtual networks are available in either data center at all times, simplifying virtual machine placement without impacting their IP addressing. The last part of the disaster recovery puzzle is one-click virtual machine replication. You choose which virtual machines are replicated and enable it through the web interface with a single checkbox. Simple. There is enough flexibility here to create a data center setup that is ideally suited to your business's needs.
I've built with our team in Logicalis the virtual private data center, knowing what it's like to run one of those data centers. I know what the pain points are. I need to take them away and let you decide what you want to do with your data center. You decide, I want to replicate this set of VMs. I want to handle what happens when a disaster occurs. I get to choose when do I get to test my DR strategies. You have control of that yourself. You just don't get that in other cloud platforms.